Then let's look at this 语文园地三. These are some activities or exercise to practice the things we have learned. The first one is 识字加油站. 识字 means to recognize the characters, so it means reading. 加油站 is the gas station. This is where you fuel up to learn more. What we have here is a 课程表. Repeat after me. 课程表. 课 means a lesson or a course, and 课程 means lessons, courses, or the curriculum. 表 means a table, so this is a table of lessons, or the curriculum table. It tells you to take which course at which hour. And then we have to learn these few words before we go over this 课程表. The first word is 星期. Repeat after me. 星期. 星星. 七七. 星期. Now, 星期 is used to form words that refer to the different days in a week. Like 星期一 literally means day 1 in the week. So it is Monday. And then 星期二 literally day 2 in the week. So it is Tuesday. And 星期三 day 3 in the week. Wednesday. 星期四 Thursday. 星期五 Friday. We don't have that in this 课程表 because it's weekend, but we do have 星期六 and 星期日. 星期六 is Saturday. Yes, to say those days from Monday to Saturday, you only have to learn the word 星期 and just follow 星期 with a number. But then for Sunday, it's not 星期七. We don't have 星期七. We call that 星期日. 日 means the sun. So yes, in Mandarin, Sunday is really 星期日. It really is day of the sun, Sunday, 星期日. But here, because it's a curriculum table, we only have 星期一 to 星期五, from Monday to Friday. Repeat after me again. 星期一, 星期二, 星期三, 星期四, 星期五. On the left, we have 上午 and 下午. 上午 means morning. That is from early hours of the day to noon. We call that 上午. And then here it is 下午. 下午 means afternoon. And then this character is 地, the ed. 地 is used together with numbers to make ordinal numbers. 第一 means first. 第二 means second. 第三 means third, etc. And then this character is 节, 基爷节, 基爷节. 节 basically means a session. So 第一节 means the first session. That is the first class, the first lesson you're gonna have in the day. And 第二节 means the second session. 第三节 the third session. 第四节 the fourth session. 第五节 the fifth session. And 第六节 the sixth session. Now you can see here, the first session on Monday would be 语文. 语文 means Chinese. And second session in Monday, 星期一的第二节 is 数学. 数学 means math. 数 means numbers. 学 means study. So the study of numbers, math. And then 星期一的第三节是 the third session on Monday is 道德与法治. 道德 means morality or morals, and 与 means and. 法治 rule of law. 道德与法治 morals and rule of law. We really do have this course in primary school. It teaches students about how to be civic and be a good citizen. And then 第四节是音乐. 音乐 Both its syllables, 音 and 乐 are 整体认读音节. 音乐 means music. And the fifth session, 第五节是美术. 美是物术. 美术 美术 means fine arts. And then for 星期二 for Tuesday, the first session is 语文. 第二节是数学. 第三节又是语文. 第4节是体育与健康。Now 体育 means physical education, 健康 means health. 体育与健康 PE and health. 星期二的第5节是综合实践活动。综合 is an adjective, it means comprehensive. 实践 means practice. 活动 means activity. 综合实践活动。And then on Wednesday, 星期三，第1节是数学，第2节是语文，第3节是体育与健康 PE and health， 第4节是语文，第5节是道德与法治，第6节是劳动，劳动 means labor. And then on Thursday, 星期四，第1节是语文，第2节是美术，第3节是科学，科西约学，科学 means science. 第4节是写字，西也写 repeat after me, 西也写 and then 字 is a 整体认读音节，写 means to write and 字 means characters. 写字 is where students learn to write the characters. 星期四的第5节是体育与健康。And then Friday, 星期五，星期五的第1节是数学，第2节是语文，第3节是体育与健康，第4节是音乐，第5节是班会，班 means class, 不安班。And then 会，何谓会？会 means meeting, 班会 a class meeting. And then in the morning, you can see here that between the first and second session and third and fourth sessions, we have these 3 words, which are 课间操。课 means lessons, 间 means in between, and 操 means that sort of physical exercise where you move your body in a routine to the music. So 课间操, we do have this in primary school and in secondary school, where students are required to do this exercise, physical exercise, to the music between these classes. 课 means classes and 间 means in between. So 课间 means a break. 课间操 can be translated into exercises during the break. This is what students are required to do between the classes, so they have more physical activity. Spell after me these characters. 五，整体认读音节五。五 means noon. We have the word 上午 which means morning, and 下午 which means afternoon. And then 西英星，西英星。七七，七七。We have the word 星期。And then 雨，整体认读音节雨。And then 乌恩文，乌恩文。We have the word 语文。And then 实物数，实物数。We have the word 数学。And then 西也写，西也写。We have the phrase 写字。And then 何谓会，何谓会。We have the word 班会 which means class meeting. This section here is to teach you how to write these characters. We'll skip this part. And then this one is titled 用拼音, to use the pinyin. But again, it's not really about the usage of pinyin. It tells students about the shape of these letters. Like this is C, in pinyin it is T. And then this is S, in pinyin it is Th. And then this is X, in pinyin it is 声母西. It's really about the writing of these letters, because it will be the first time for small children in China to see these letters when they learn pinyin. so they will have to memorize the look of them. This section is 读一读，比一比 read and compare. It is for learners to try to distinguish between these consonants that sound kind of similar. The first pair is the and zh. Repeat after me. The, represented by the letter Z. The. And then zh, represented by the letters C and H. Zh. The. Zh. Spell after me. 字 字 is a 整体认读音节 in the first tone. 字 and then 摸五母摸五母字母字母 are these two characters. They are written this way. 字母 means letters. And the next word. 知 整体认读音节 in the first tone. 知 and then 知乌猪知乌猪蜘蛛 Of course, we learned this word. It's written this way. 蜘蛛 means spider. The second pair you are supposed to distinguish is c and ch. C represented by the letter C and ch by letters C and H. C, ch. Spell after me these words. 呲啊擦波窝波哩哩擦玻璃擦玻璃 is a phrase. It is written in this way. These three characters. 玻璃 means glass and 擦 means to wipe. 擦玻璃 means to clean the glass. And the next word. 喝喝吃茶喝茶喝 means to drink and 茶 means tea. 喝茶 to drink the tea. They are written this way, these two characters. And third pair is th and sh. Repeat after me. Th, th, sh, sh. We already did a tongue twister with 四是四十是十. That one is supposed to help you distinguish between the two. But then let's spell these two words. The first one, 死物素死物素十恶舍十恶舍宿舍宿舍. These two words are written this way. This is one word. It means dormitory. 宿舍. And then the second word, 是屋书是屋书几啊架几啊架.书架 is a word made of two characters. They are written this way. 书 means books and 架 means shelf. 书架, a bookshelf. And then this next section is 读一读做动作 read and do. Because these are all phrases that refer to actions that you can do with your body. The first word, spell after me. 梳啊刷一啊牙刷牙刷牙 written this way means to brush your teeth. The next one, 骑一骑么啊马骑马 written this way. 骑马 means to ride a horse. And the next one, 吃吃 is a 整体认读音节. And then 吸 also a 整体认读音节. And then 勾啊刮勾啊刮. This is a phrase written this way. 吃西瓜吃 means to eat and 西瓜 means watermelon. 吃西瓜 to eat watermelon. And then this next one, spell after me. 偷窝拖偷窝拖的异地拖地 is a phrase. It is written this way. 拖 means to mop and 地 means the floor. 拖地 to mop the floor. The next one, 了以理发啊发理发理发 is a phrase written this way. it means to cut one's hair. 发 means hair, 头发. And the last phrase, 不阿拔 了我罗 不我波 拔萝卜 萝卜 萝卜 means radish. 拔萝卜 means to pull out the radish. The next section is 字词句运用, the use of characters, words, and sentences. And then here we have 读一读, 在图里找一找, read and look for the things in the picture. The first thing we're supposed to look for is 鸡 鸡. Now 鸡 are chickens. You can see them in the picture, huh? The second character is 鱼. You can see there's no pinyin on top of this character 鱼 because so far students are not supposed to still need the pinyin to recognize this character 鱼. 鱼 means fish. And then we have 河鹅河. 河 means river. And then we have 一座山 one hill. And 一棵树. 棵 is a new character. 柯柯 柯 is the measure word for 树 or for tree. 一棵树 means one tree. And then 四只鸽子 four doves or four pigeons. We have learned in our proper lessons that 只 is a common measure word for animals, all sorts of animals. And then we have 七朵花. 朵 is a new character for us. 的我朵 朵 is the measure word for 花 or for flowers. 七朵花 seven flowers. Yeah, you can look for these things in this picture. And then in this section, 日积月累. 日 means day and 月 means month. And 积累 means to accumulate. 日积月累 means to learn more and more, day by day and month by month. And here we have several idioms. 有几个成语. 成语 is a sort of word or idiom in Chinese that are often made of 4 characters. Some are made of more, but most of them are in 4 characters. Let's look at them. Repeat after me. 一模一样. 一心一意. 独一无二. 三头六臂. 五颜六色. 十全十美. I suppose you have noticed that the common thing about these idioms are that they all have characters that mean numbers. 这几个成语中都有表示数字的字。The first one is 一模一样。一模一样 literally means one mold, one look. This is a dictionary. Its title is 新世纪汉英大词典. Han means Chinese and Yin means English. It is a Chinese to English dictionary. I bought this one because it was recommended by our professor when I was learning Chinese to English translation. But then I found it could be very useful for Mandarin learners who speak English as their first language. Let's look up this idiom, 一模一样, in this dictionary. Now I just found it, 一模一样. Here it says it means exactly alike, as like as 2 peas in a pod. For example, you can say, she looks exactly like her mother. 她和她母亲 or 她和她妈妈长得一模一样。她和她妈妈长得一模一样。The next idiom is 一心一意。心 means heart and 意 means mind or soul. So 一心一意 means one heart, one soul. If you look up in this dictionary, it says here that 一心一意 means heart and soul or wholeheartedly. It is used often to describe a sort of devotion or focusedness or being concentrated. Here they give an example. 他一心一意扑在工作上。Pu is a verb. It literally means to throw oneself at, to throw oneself at something, to spring at something. Here it is used in a metaphorical way. 扑在工作上 means to devote yourself to your work. And 一心一意 means he devotes himself to his work wholeheartedly. And the next idiom is 独一无二. 独 means only. 无 means there being none, there isn't, or there aren't. 独一无二 literally only one, there isn't a second. So it means only, something is very unique. There's only one of it. 独一无二. If you want to say to someone that they are special, they are unique, there's no one like them, you can say 你是独一无二的. And then the next one, 三头六臂. 三 means three, 头 means head, 六 is six, and 臂 is an arm. 三头六臂 literally 3 heads, 6 arms. Who has 三头六臂? If you have seen the cartoon movie 哪吒, you will know that 哪吒 has 三头六臂. In traditional Chinese myth, 哪吒 has 三头六臂, but in that cartoon, he only has 6 arms, not 3 heads. My guess is that 3 heads are too difficult to handle in terms of a cartoon movie that is very realistic. I would say that is a very realistic movie, then 3 heads would be kind of hard to handle. It is easy to make it look strange or horrific. But then traditionally in Chinese traditional myth, 哪吒 has 3 heads and 6 arms, and only he has this special power. When you speak of 三头六臂, 哪吒 comes to your mind. This word comes from 哪吒, but then it's not only used to describe 哪吒anymore, because as time went down, it took on some metaphorical meaning. You can use it to describe someone that you think is very capable, is very resourceful, that can do things that others can't. It could be translated into superpower or used to describe people who have superpower. Like you can say, even if you have superpowers, or even if you have 3 heads and 6 arms, you cannot do this on your own. You have to work as a team. 即使你有三头六臂，不团队协作，这件事也是做不成的。This example sentence in this dictionary says that 这件事要没有集体的力量，纵有三头六臂也难以办成。Even if you have 三头六臂, you cannot do this. 纵有三头六臂也难以办成。The next idiom is 五颜六色。五 5, 颜 color, 六 6, 色 also color. 五颜六色 5 colors, 6 colors. It means colorful. It is often used as an adjective, but sometimes can also be used as a noun to mean colorfulness. Like colorful flowers, flowers in all colors. 五颜六色的花朵。五颜六色的花朵。And then the last one, 十全十美。十 means 10. Now, because number 10 is the last one in small numbers, it is often associated with completeness or perfection. 全 means complete, and 美 means beautiful. 十全十美, 10 complete, 10 beautiful. That is 10 out of 10 complete and beautiful. Good in every way, perfect. In these 6 idioms, we have several characters that mean numbers. 一 the character that means number 1, usually we would pronounce it as 一, but then in these 2 idioms, 一模一样 and 一心一意, it takes the first tone.
一 and the second tone, 一.
And then 独一无二, in this one, the tone of 一 changes back to the first tone, 一, and then 二. And then 三 and 六 in 三头六臂, 五 and 六 in 五颜六色, 十 in 十全十美. And then the next page is the last page of Unit 3 of this textbook. It is another section of 和大人一起读, read with adults. Since it's supposed to be read with adults, it must be very hard. It's not that hard, but we will also leave this one to the end. I will make a last episode to cover all these things that we did not cover in this volume of textbook. This textbook is designed for primary school students who have developed Mandarin speaking abilities. Generally, it is designed for them to learn to read. So it might be too hard for beginners who did not speak Chinese in the first place. So we will leave these hard parts to the end. Next time, we will cover the last of the finals. 下一次我们来学剩下的韵母. Okay, that's all for today. See you next time.